Black Knights and the Vikings. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Vikings of Oakland taking on the Black Knights of Mexico City. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
The numbers a week ago for Chase. 5 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
Burrow on play action. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too thorough, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two. But the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Burrow will throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins laying himself out in the end zone. And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways and call these penalties.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Miles Murphy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And now they'll stop play here just momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Here's 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On now is Ty Zentner to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, that is incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Vikings.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Seibert's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 1, Jamar Chase. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow setting up a screen for Stevenson. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 39-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You've got Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And touchdown! Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Black Knights would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, here's Burrow. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up a throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further. Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Edwards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And an Oakland first down.
Back to throw again. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Stevenson.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Burrow on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Burrow's throw here taken in by Knox.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Pearson on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 5. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the return will stop right around the 25. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Burrow on play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Oakland first down.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Boyd, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 16. Just over 1:40 to play. Now the 4th down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way. But bottom line, they're still alive. Here's Minshew. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Minshew. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Minshew. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Here comes 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Mexico City, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.